Liverpool, we there. Every game we oh, yeah, 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 oh. I say Liverpool, we there. Every game we there. From Anfield to everywhere. Premier League, we say. Conference is the only way. For me, for you. We chat football, eh. We chat football, eh. Liverpool, we there. Oh, Premier League, we there.
Yes, everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to Sunday Morning Chill. Yeah, you know the show that it is a show that we just kick it back, have a decent chat with, viewers and stuff like that. Kind of in a chill mood this morning. Not gonna be too lit, not gonna be light, just gonna be all chilling. Avian should be jumping on the stream at any point. But yes, so what we're talking about right now, we're talking about the league so far this season. Like with everything happening in the league so far this season, is there, should I put it now? Is there any standout performer in the league so far? I can point to one. I can point to Haaland so far as the standout in the league so far this season. Haaland being one of the standout candidates. So let me just fix my camera. Yeah, Haaland being one of the standout candidates in the league so far. I would say Arsenal being one of the teams so far that I would say, you know what, Arsenal looks like they are ready for the league. They look like they can win the league and stuff like that. So yes, Arsenal is one of the other teams I would say that is quite ready for the league. And yes, it's a bit dark because it's still early in the morning. Where I am, it's raining outside, it's still dark outside. So yeah. But yeah, Arsenal looks like one of the teams that is in form in the league so far this season. And again, start of the season, that's not something we'd say. They look a bit lucky at the start, but you know what? They came through, pulling, looking good. So yes, Arsenal for me is one of the star contenders of the league so far. Team that look extremely poor so far in the league, it would be the likes of West Ham. I think West Ham looks like one of the worst teams in the league so far. Um, so far, surprise package. Again, we'll dig all of these. We'll dig into details with all of these as we go along with the show. All these we'll get like in depth, going a little bit in depth in all of these. But like the surprise package so far this season is Crystal Palace. Yes, everyone would say they win the League Cup last season, but they also lost Eze, and with losing Eze, yeah, that kind of make it a little bit difficult. I think for them, and they ride that wave really good. To be fair, I believe that they ride the wave really good to not miss Eze as much as I think they would have, and I think they could have. So that for me is one of them where I just look at it and be like, you know what? That's not a bad show. For me, I think Crystal Palace is one of the surprise package so far this season. Yeah, and one of the most disappointing teams so far this season. I think it's Nottingham Forest. I think that to me is one of the most surprising team, and I would say more of a disappointment. Okay, Delhi is here. Let's add Delhi to the stream. What's up, dude? Yo, not hearing you. Not hear you. Don't know if you're on mute, but not hear you. Yeah, but anyways, it's one of the surprise for me of the season.
Pass through, man. Just see you go live and just a check in, you know.
Oh wow, go on. Everything good?
Yeah, man, my day up on the work still, but today so me see what I go on. Come get
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little break, yeah.
Okay, there. Just look on the season after 7 games so far for say who are the we call them now the surprise package and who are the standout performers of the league so far, biggest disappointment of the league so far, and who have the worst start of the league so far.
Who?
have the worst start so far of the league.
My side,
Who
Manchester
did
United.
I think Manchester United have the worst start so far of the league. All right then. So who you think have the best standout of the league, performer wise, by
Stand
like
out.
an individual.
Well, Alan scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah, in Alan at nine so far this season. So Holland
Yeah,
have 9 so far this season. Another good shout so far this season could be Semenyo. They're
Saminio.
on 6.
Oh,
Yeah, they're on
oh,
6. So like that's a good one. Like for individual, I think he's having an amazing individual season. For the team we're in there,
yeah.
right? Them a move good this season and stuff. But yeah, biggest disappointment this season is here Manchester United. Um, biggest surprise this season as a team.
Yeah.
So who you think are the biggest surprise this season?
Crystal Palace.
Let's Palace. Yeah, me that's a
Yeah.
Palace as well. Because I feel like after what Palace do in the summer, like them lose a bunch of players and be able to maintain that. I feel like them are one of the surprise of the season. And who you think start the worst out of the season so far?
Repeat that.
Who you think start the worst out of the season? Out of everybody who start the season, who you think are the worst? Start the season the worst.
Individual player or team?
Just team.
Bulls.
Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, me feel like
West Ham too. Wow, West Ham not performing none at all.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I feel like West Ham would like
Yeah,
is up
totally
there.
different West Ham.
Is up
Totally different
there
West Ham.
with everybody else due to the fact for the money we then spend, the quality we in a film squad, and we're then lie.
Yeah. Never remember them there. I think I agree with West Ham.
Yeah, but just believe say with them should be a lot higher up in the
Yeah,
league
definitely. Definitely.
than where them just for the quality of player where they have and the money where they spend. Because again, if you look for move Jared Bowen and we call it and Paqueta out of West Ham, you look on close to 150 million. They might ask for both of them. Not to mention other players around the field. Yeah, so yeah, we agree with that one too. For the rest of the season, maybe for the next 7 to 10 games, you see any team I make any changes? You see Arsenal keep on top, or you see City I move closer to the top position?
Um, City really play good right now. You know?
And
So,
the biggest question I'm gonna ask you out of all of
I think,
this
I think, I
is
think, I
also
think, I think, them spot until probably January, man. You know, January,
okay.
man, Gary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the next. Yeah, the next thing I want to ask you is if you think Liverpool are actually kicking a form.
Hmm. Very interesting.
See, ask a real question then.
If them can get the best out of them two strikers.
One of them, I feel like we get the best all time already, which is Eketike.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't believe me personally. I believe that the problem lie in the striking position. We feel like the biggest problem at the club in our midfield.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, goals win match. Not true.
Yeah, but if a midfield now create the goal, them nor help the defense, you're pretty much of a lose formula right there. But again, we see what come out of the next round of games and see how that work. But yeah, I
Like
believe me not sure.
You see, like how when Newcastle back against the wall, Isaac could have find something. It have to
Yeah.
be the same case.
Yes, that is true. But I also believe, say, we also need for what you call it, create more for the striker them.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I mean, Isak could have find something because even as bad as Newcastle, like it was with Newcastle against the Bucks, they might find him in the areas where they need to find him.
Yeah, that's true.
In the last game Isak played, Isak have about 3 touch on the ball.
Mm.
Yeah, so
What's your take on Words?
my take on Worth is the same take I have on the whole team. The manager need to do better.
Mm.
Like personally, this is how me my take on Words. In Verts are coming to a team where need him right away. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
You have a title winning midfield where all of the starting players them in the midfield not change. You could have run back the same midfield at the start of the season. Slowly put Verts in the team. My problem is that the manager force it too much. Where this week Verts are playing number 10. Next week he might play
Mm.
on left wing. The same match he have him play right wing. The same match he put it back at number 10. It not
Uh,
help it not help the player. So again, people look on it and people say, well, Verts with 0 out of XYZ amount of game. Couple games if he score, you can get the opportunity for score. Couple games him lay off the ball, but the ball not going at the back of the net. Because he lay after the wrong person. The problem is that too much people up on the field are underperform, and the people that were underperforming manager now take them off. Verts need for, because again it's a different league. You need for slowly bed in the league because we don't really desperately need him. The other problem is
yeah.
that Mo Salah need bench until in finding farm.
Yeah, out of bad.
And again, is that when you really look on it, Mo Salah now get the amount of touches at the ball when I get last season. So then again, you look on that and say, is that Mo Salah fault or is that the manager now have a system back in play for getting in forward players in the game? The game we lose against Crystal Palace, we can break that down easy. The game we lose against Crystal Palace, in play Florian Wirtz left wing. When Kirkes go up, Florian Wirtz make a 1-2 with Kirkes and run left wing, run go straight in a number 10 position.
Yeah, he's not a natural winger.
No, when you look on that, no, which part the gap left on the field? No, the gap left in a left back position, right?
Mm.
So for the defense, for the centre back, they must overcompensate the left back position. They must shift over to the left, meaning it's a massive gap on the left and the right. Crystal Palace one ball over the midfield, and now we are run
Gone
back.
through.
Now everybody are run back.
Mm.
We look good in the game, the Crystal Palace game, when time we bring in a winger. The problem when do is that in final formation and we are come back into the game and he take off somebody else to mess up the formation again. That is the thing. Is that
So, I play the wrong
everything but
formation.
there's a multiple things wrong. Play the wrong players, the out of form players. The formation kind of whack right now because you have to if you find
Yeah.
say if you find say you have a hole in the midfield, you have to figure out a way how to stop that. McAllister look on form. The best midfielder so far we have this season are Sabasai. And
Mm.
Sabasai are the best looking right back we have this season. Because I think Frimpong not fully fit. So if Sabasai the best midfielder and the best right back we have so far this season, and you can't play him in a two position at once. Salah not getting enough of the ball, and you have to get the likes of Salah the ball a lot. Chiesa, which is one of our best attackers, now get enough start because again, if you look on Liverpool top goal scorer, Chiesa in a one at night with the least minute out of everybody else on the field. Eketike, one of the top goal scorers in the team as well, but because I'm red card or something. Now, Managa said this is gonna be us going forward. Mr. said the manager need to fix it. And they need to fix fast. So, something in it where we now something there. Where the cohesion of the team just gone. The fact that everybody look on Konate, me I look on Konate as well. But then when I start dig a little bit deeper, you start realize a lot of the problems lie in the middle of the park. In my fourth vert in the team, but the thing is that if you're gonna play a vert,
Fuck, say Isaac, them by Isaac him kind of confused now because much I
no,
fit
no,
into
no.
striker.
The problem is Isak was always a target throughout the whole summer. Before Liverpool going into the summer, we're going into the summer with him knowing to well get Isak. Isak are coming in. Isak are the number one target going in at the summer. A two target at the Liverpool number one target going in at the summer was Isak, and the other one was Mark Gray. But again, we're trying manage the whole thing with Mark Gray here whenever get the chance for get him over the line. But that was one of the main targets going into the summer and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, it's one of those. It might have to figure it out. I don't think at the striker problem. I don't think it is a striker problem. The problem is with just not getting the balls to the striker. The strikers they're not
They're
getting
not
enough.
getting
They're not getting proper chances, and I think that are the biggest problem. Because again, even with all that said, the few little chances Eketike score. They sat not have no preseason. So with Isak with no preseason, big up Avian. With Isak with no preseason, I expect that from Isak and all these things. So yeah, I just one of those. But I just believe that one of the biggest problem is the disconnect between the midfield and the defense, and the midfield and the attackers. It's like
yeah.
the formation have the midfield on an island by themselves.
Yeah
It's
man,
like
it is going to be true.
it's like them they
Because
too them they too the gap between them and the strikers they're too far, and the gap between them and the defense they're too far. So
too
it's
far.
like nobody now arrive in and around the box quickly, for move the ball quickly, forget team shift and get the strikers in a good position. Nobody now hold up the net quickly and when them get the ball and release the ball quickly. And on the same hand, them there, nobody now pick up the defensive midfield role for sniff out, say, listen, if we lose the ball, a ball might come over the top and somebody might be free. Look on the goals where like Caicedo score.
Yeah, I me
If you
that go tell you.
look on the goal where Caicedo score, look on the goal where Samania score, and tell me the difference.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to concede the same goal over and over. Look on the goal where Nketiah score,
Mhm.
and look on the goal where something they score. Two last minute goal, two players up on the back post empty. this is just my problem is that we are conceding the same goal over and over. No difference, you know. Everybody look at the strikes and say wonder goal, but the two goal the players then walk through the midfield, literally walk through the midfield. If you go back through all our goal that we concede, every single goal are the exact same goal. Everyone is the same. And they look on it and say, where the midfield left him at the tackle. Everybody look on it and say the defense are back off, a back off, a back off. But if you go commit on somebody and somebody make a run behind you and they make the pass, must get the ball. That's it. But yeah, I just one of those with what happened with Liverpool. May feel like we're gonna fix it, but in the manager needs to step up real fast. And unlike other clubs, we don't really scapegoat the man, we don't really go over and say the manager is not to be blamed. The fact that the team now play good at one person can look upon for them fault why the team now play good. And at the manager. Team, all of them, 90% of the team win the league last season. So yeah, that are just my thing. Is just the manager are the problem. So I'm going to throw the same question to you, Avian, when we just throw to Delhi, because you just joined, so I throw the same question to you.
Now go back on the road.
Big up for jump on. Big up for jump on.
What was the question? Because I wasn't.
Yeah, man. All right, Delhi. Yeah, man. All right.
I did not hear the question. What was the question?
All right.
So the question was for who you think are the best. What was the questions again? Jesus Christ. We need to write these down before we start. The team when you think are gonna be were impressive so far this season. Start from this, sir. It's not the exact question, but let's just start from this, sir. Because we go on a tangent with Liverpool and kind of forget the rest of them. But the team was surprised at this season.
Biggest surprise was
biggest surprise this season so far
is Sunderland.
Okay.
For me, and at first Tottenham.
Okay. Yeah, so we both did say Crystal Palace due to what happened with Palace and how high up them there in the league. So we did both say Palace this season.
And you know why I didn't say Palace? Because the backing of last season and let's say the pre-season, I see it in Palace. Remember that they beat us.
Yeah.
No. And then I think they beat you guys as well in the Community Shield.
Yeah, but the thing was, it wasn't much about that. It was much about the fact that the timing them was Eze.
Oh.
And Eze is kind of one of them main man, the talisman. The timing of that, I just thought that it would have kind of, not saying that they're going to get relegated, but a little bit like 10th, 11th, and they might end in and around there throughout the season. But that's where, like, due to the fact that them lose Eze at that point in time. But Sunderland is a great shout, to be fair. It's a great shout.
In regards to Crystal Palace and losing Eze, why that didn't come as a shock? Because if you remember for the past 3 or 4 years, they lose Zaha, they improve. They lose Olise,
but
they improve.
Yeah, but their improvement is pretty much staying the same. So a lot of Crystal Palace improvement is improved by staying the same. The fact said, like, to be fair, them a punch way above them weight so far this season. And it's not like them playing a scrubs. They play some top teams so far this season.
That is true, because guess what? The wingers are devastating on the counter and they are very quick.
Yep.
And a lot of team can't keep up with them. City for sure, defense can't keep up with those fast wingers. I don't know if you agree with it or not, but even your defenders are slow now.
Okay, so the thing with the Crystal Palace game, it's again like the game against us. Them play way off the park with the counter attacking, but it was so much wrong tactically for Liverpool in that game. Well, that's one of the stuff we're talking about. What it was so much wrong. The fact that we play Crystal Palace who have pacey wingers, but we play with one wing up on the field, and the one wing up on the field we play now track back. Because
Salah.
yeah, and again, that's not on Mo Salah for track back. We already know that going in. The manager know that going in. Playing with Florian Wirtz as a left winger when you're playing against Crystal Palace, just to ask for trouble. You literally just to ask for trouble.
Because he's not. I don't think. I think the physicality of the league surprised him.
Yeah.
I
That
get,
was
he
that was
gets shrugged off
expected.
the ball very easy.
But
So I think it's
again,
gonna take some time for him to adapt to it. Because
yeah,
for
and
me, I'm not writing him off. It's
no,
gonna
no, no,
take
no.
some time for him to adapt.
My problem with the whole Florian Wirtz situation is that the manager put him in too early. That,
Probably
that's
that's
my
the case.
that's my problem with it. Is that the manager kind of keep on force him into the team. Yes, we know says 100 million. Yes, we know in midfield come good, but like if you need to balance the midfield, you have we, we have more left winger in the club right now than right winger. We have
That's
Salah
one of
right wing, and we have Cody Gakpo, we have Chiesa, and we have Gamora, the young kid.
that point
Yeah,
that you make. The manager keep forcing him in too early. That's one of the things that's why I have to rate Pep. Because for us, we have to beg. We basically have beg him to play the players. He will
and
slowly, and gradually
there's something that
become a part of it.
yeah, that's something Jurgen used to do as well. Jurgen used to like we normally wouldn't see the new signing start until like January when them fully get up to the system and all of that. And that's one of the things I was talking about earlier too, is that Florian coming at midfield that he never needed to start right away.
True,
It's one of the only points at the team where we never made no drastic changes.
because the persons that you guys lost from the team weren't those all upfront persons playing in the front three.
Well, everybody will lose from the team outside of Luis Diaz. Everybody else and Trent will leave on a free. To be fair, everybody else are squad players. See,
Exactly.
this is the thing that everybody forget is that you can't. Nobody can look at me and tell me that Eketike is not an upgrade from Darwin Nunes,
He's definitely a upgrade. Trust me.
and nobody can look at me and tell me say God rest his soul. And listen, if Jota was here, I don't think we signed Eketike, and just I put that right out off the bat. Because if Jota was here, would I just go straight in for Isaac? Forget about Eketike. But you can't tell me say still Isaac is not an upgrade from Diego Jota.
Trust me.
You,
No
and
one can deny that. He's definitely a upgrade.
the left wing, the left wing is kind of much at the same. We miss Diaz, but Chiesa look really good this season. Really good this season. Chiesa look. So because Chiesa, so therefore there is that. Trent leave. I don't think Frimpong is a upgrade, but at the same time, I don't think Frimpong is a downgrade. I just believe Frimpong just hasn't been fully fit so far this season after because he picked up the injury. Bradley, on the other hand,
And
have a
Trent,
yeah. I don't think he's okay. I don't think he's an upgrade on Trent, but at the same time,
he's not an upgrade.
I don't think it's a downgrade either because here
I
we look
think
at it.
I think it's a slight downgrade.
This is how we look at it. Trent excellent going forward, super going forward, but Frimpong superior defensively because Frimpong wants to defend. So I believe Frimpong again. it's much of the same. We might lose the creativity going forward with Trent, but we get the defensive side with Frimpong. And Frimpong isn't a scrub going forward. Problem is Frimpong has been injured. That is the biggest problem. Is that he keep getting interrupted with injuries, and I think the manager just slowly put him back in, so to pick up injury again. So we have him for the back end of the season. Kirkes now is, I would think, and this is what I believe coming into the season, that Kirkes was an upgrade on Andy Robertson. My thing is this: is that we get rid of the wrong left back, and everybody is always quick to say Simicas is bad. But my thing is Simicas never really get a good run of the team, but everybody want to get rid of him. We get rid of him. We still have Andy Robertson. We still have Kirkes. That, for me, needs some improvement. Kirkes needs to wake up, stop being so rash, get understanding who him play for, him will come good.
He's happy for the move, man.
Yeah. My other thing is this, is that when you look at the defense, right? Everybody look at it and say Konate is like him not up to par this season because of the transfer and all that kind of stuff. And looking into it, I'm like, yes, but looking back at over the season with Konate start every single season slow. Every single season, Konate start like him don't know how to defend. And then as the season gradually continue, him get better and better and better and better with the season. That's okay. We still needed centre backs because we
Based on
left.
that analogy, he'd be a perfect player for City then.
And,
Because
and
they
if
always
you
start out shaky and then built into the season.
if you remember last season, it was a toss up between him and Kwanzaa. My thing is this, and this is something where we can't blame the manager on, is that we signed one young kid. The game when play, trust me, I gotta tell you the truth. If he never get that injury, he might be the one who would have been started at Crystal Palace game over Konate. Because he was looking that good before the injury. But him pick up an injury and it's a season ending injury in pick up. You're mute.
Based on the fact that you guys lost the last three match, for me, I don't think it's time for any big concern or something. And the fact that international break come, I think guys, you guys gonna recuperate. The only thing that I'm saying is there's only two things that could cause you guys to continue to falter. One, if the new guys take a while to get bed in. Two, if the older guys that are there become complacent because they have won everything now.
And that is my concern more than anything else. My concern more than anything else is the fact that how is the team actually um going to take it going forward? Is it going to be one of those where they're going to the older guys that's won it before, them are gonna push, them are gonna get the team up, get the team ready, or where it's gonna be? My personal thing is this: it's more of a tactical tweak that needs to be done rather than the team is bad. There is there's too many players in the team off form, too many. If we might have to go back to basic, where we just put the on-form players on the field while everybody is slowly work back into form. If you get what I mean.
And another thing I think as well, I think um your defense is one of the best in the world. But I think that the fact that Van Dijk is getting a little bit older, I think the midfield need to do more to assist because normally he would be left on his own and he clean up everything. Now, I do not think he's quick enough to do all of that. So I need some bucketive from the midfield to help him to be solid at the back.
Yeah, and again, as I said, it's one of those, and that's why I said it's just a managerial thing. The coaching staff need to make some adjustment, and once the coaching staffs make the necessary adjustments, I think we'll be fine.
I heard you mention something when I just came on, where you're saying that the players are too far apart from each other,
Yeah, they
and
are.
I think that's a perfect example where Van Dijk having some struggle.
Yeah, yeah. It. If you look at it, like that's why I said, if you look at all the goals, you just have to look at all the goals Liverpool concede, like, and it's like a pattern. It's like the same pattern of goals. How I look at it is that if me not have a coaching badge, if me don't know nothing about coaching, and I can see that, I trust the coaching staff to say that and
True,
change that.
because too much time on the ball in that outside the box, not that dangerous area. Nobody closing. For example, the Caicedo goal, the amount of time and space he had to take that shot was ridiculous.
And how the distance him travel with the ball to take the shot is ridiculous. Who was there for foul him? Same thing with the Semedo goal. The distance Semedo run with the ball, and then people are gonna turn around and say the defenders are back off. He shouldn't reach that far with the ball.
True, because man like Fabinho
Some
and Henderson, they
somebody take
cut
a
that
foul.
out.
Take a foul. Stop it. Like everybody just look at it and being like, this is where I start thinking, no, it's a little bit like the manager now have to get in on some of these players. Lots of these players just look behind them and be like, oh, Van Dijk and Konate and Allison behind me, all right. We can just let it go. Because we have the world class players behind me. If sort that out. And not taking things into consideration. So I believe that maybe we might have to start put endos to start a few of the games, to get control of the games from early, because I feel like we're not in control of the games from early and stuff.
True, because a lot of the goals that you guys concede, you concede it in the first 15-20 minutes
Yeah,
as well.
we're not in control of the game early. It's like, and then when we go the goal down, then the team start wake up, then the team start play, then we have 10 minutes for play, and then the managers turn around and we have one centre back on the field.
All out
Normally,
attack.
all out attack, and it's like, okay then. But get it early in the season, you're getting the point. But at this point of the season, no, as I always said, when it come up to 10 games, you're supposed to start being more in control of the games.
True.
The fact is, I'm not worried. So again, 7 games, not overreact. My biggest concern is that we keep conceding the same goals. That is my biggest worry, is that we keep conceding the same goals.
As you said, it's just some tactical tweak that
Yeah,
needs
it's
to
just some,
happen.
and that's what I
Yeah,
feel like.
yeah,
I feel like it's just some tactical tweak. If we can tweak stuff here and there, then
yeah. Get the players closer.
yeah,
Close off so much space in the midfield. Too much gap between players, as you mentioned when I just joined. So once he's able to make those tactical tweets, Liverpool should be fine, man, because you guys have a lot
yeah.
of
That's why
to
I'm not
play.
worried. It's like, and the players, I can't see the players going a full season off on.
No,
And again, we have been winning, and see, we get a nice game coming up when after the international break.
who you guys have after the international break?
Manchester United. And again, I know, I forgot over the top, and then we look silly the next show and stuff. But yeah, that's a nice little one. After the break. But anyways, like Arsenal, do you think Arsenal can maintain?
Trust me, if I'm gonna
Before you answer, let me add a little bit more to it. So far, Arsenal looks like the best team so far in the league, playing wise. Them look solid defensively, and them are create chances. Right? It's one of them where I can look at it and be like, okay then. City have create a lot of chances, but City don't look solid defensively. Where Arsenal looks like solid defensively, and them are create some chances, them finally get back to the top of the league. And the first time Arsenal is on top of the league in a a year and a half. So the question is, can Arsenal maintain the top of the league coming up to the end of the season? It's still early, but it's a question we can ask. What do you think?
For me, I have to go on previous records that I've seen. I've never seen Arsenal maintain anything. So until they maintain something, I'm not gonna bet that they're gonna maintain anything. Because there's number of seasons that they start off pretty good. And just a sec.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's that they start off good, and then when the pressure starts to hit, then they fall behind. But yeah,
Yes, so and a few of their if a few of their talisman go missing in any game, for me they are a hot and cold team. While and the only part that remain somewhat hot is the defense. So from midfield to up front, it's hot and cold. So for me, I won't put any money on them.
okay,
And for me, I don't want them to win either. So
okay, all right. Individually, so far, 7 games in individually. Who has been one of the best? Who has been an outstanding individually so far this season?
I like Semenyo.
Yeah,
I,
Sabina look
yeah,
really good.
I
Um,
like what he's doing.
yeah,
And um, our Alan is just looking better and better. And
that's who me and Deli was saying that Haaland actually is outstanding so far this season.
he bagged a trick yesterday for Norway.
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal now. That's normal
I
now.
think he's on. I think he's on 21 goals for the season so far between club and country.
I do a video, I think was it last year or the year before, where put it and say Haaland is gonna be the greatest striker the Premier League has ever seen. I'm gonna get complete bashing feet. Because at
You're
that
gonna
point,
get that.
no, at that point, Haaland was at 50 goals. He will score 50 goals in about a few games, right? In about 50 something games. Follow up the other season, him signing a 9-year contract at City.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, people, you have to like sometimes we sometimes have to take our bias hat off and just look at what's there and look at what's in front of us, right? What's in front of us is a player who, again, if you look at his goal scoring record everywhere he goes, it's ridiculous. If Man City is able to hold on to Erling Haaland for the next, and I said it, the next 3 to 4 years, the record is gone.
Yes, man. Max 5 years. It's gone.
Like, and this is something where I think a lot of people need to really look into when it comes down to Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland play 100. Hold on, let's look at him stats for City, because I think him is at like a 100 game in my phone so far. This so
Somewhere
far.
are a little over 190 something,
Yeah.
100 and something goal and assist, but about
So
90 something goals.
Haaland plays 104 game for City and has on 94 goals. And he had a bad season last season,
Exactly. And he
right?
ha-
This
and he
is
and he and I'm pretty sure he have more than about he have about 15 to 17 assists.
17 assists. Like, again, me personally, Haaland for me is an out and out goal scorer. And I'm a true, I have high respect for goal scorers. Most people don't. Most people don't have respect for goal scorers, but I have high respect for goal scorers, because for me, goal scorers, if you put the ball in the back of the net, I keep the ball out of the net, win your games. If I can put it in the net more than the other team and you can keep it out of the net as much, you're guaranteed for win something at the end of the season. So like Holland is Holland is what, as I said, what, about 6 goals away from joining the 100 club.
That's crazy.
6 goals away from joining the 100 club, meaning that in the next 2 seasons, Holland could become a top goal scorer in the Premier League. And at the rate Holland is going this season, you can almost guarantee that that might come in the next 4 games. Erling Haaland is number 38 on the list so far as top goal scorer in the Premier League, which is crazy. Erling Haaland is 9 goals behind Cristiano Ronaldo, and the Premier League record goal scoring. It's one of those where maybe at the end of the season we could look at Erling maybe breaking the top 20s of all-time Premier League goal scorers by the end of the season. And again, we can almost see another 20. We can almost say we see another 20 goal coming from Erling before the end of the season, correct? We can almost put that
Of course.
on the block, so we
One
might see another 20 coming before the end of the season.
touch wood. Once there's nothing nefarious happening, trust me, you will. Because I
He
think
will. Last season.
I
Okay,
see as
this
an
is it.
interview the other day, and they ask him about like the top scorers them and so forth, and I think the journalist asked him about Kane and so forth, and he in turn said, "Don't forget about Mbappe." So I think he's watching them, and because they are those two players are doing well, So I think he's watching them as well, because I think he want to win the Ballon d'Or next year. So I think he's watching their performance, and he's using that to even elevate himself further and motivate himself further. Because there's a competition, whether they mention it or not, they are competing with each other behind the
Listen,
scenes.
one of the problem with Erling Haaland winning the Ballon d'Or, I'm gonna put this right out there right now, are the country when play for. There's no way.
Yes,
There is no way Rodri should have win that Ballon d'Or over Erling Haaland.
Rodri
Yep.
in that season,
Yep. Yes.
there's no way Messi should have won it over him.
Which was Rodri win it the season to win the treble, right?
Yes.
How much goal Haaland scoring in that season?
No. Rodri won it the year after the treble.
The
Messi
year
won it the
after.
year of the treble.
Okay.
And
How much?
Haaland scored 50 something goals.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. If a player in a Spain score 50 something goal, he automatically win the Ballon d'Or. If a player in a Spain have 50 something goal contribution, he automatically win the Ballon d'Or. If you look over the last couple of seasons, right? I'm gonna put it over the last 5 seasons. 4 out of the last 5 Ballon d'Or winners should have come from England, the Premier League.
Yes.
The season where Haaland will also win the league. Let's be honest, breaking all the records in England, winning the league, should have won him a Ballon d'Or. The season that Mo Salah had last season should have won him a Ballon d'Or. The Ballon d'Or is not like everybody coming about this. The Ballon d'Or is not a team effort. The Ballon d'Or is a player. It's an individual season. And if you look over the last couple of seasons, the best individual performances are come out of England over the last couple of seasons. Whether that be from Man City, whether that be from Liverpool, for the last couple of seasons, all of the top performances are come out of England. And that's just it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Tell him 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Yeah.
you realize
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
happening
yeah,
in the
yeah,
ground.
yeah, 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 yeah. 10 more minutes. Yeah. So, like over the last couple of seasons, when you really think about it, Roger Ballon d'Or. I'm not saying Roger doesn't deserve his Ballon d'Or. Haaland deserve a Ballon d'Or. Salah deserve at minimum two because the season when Salah come in and break all the goal scoring record for Liverpool, that should have been a Ballon d'Or year for him as well. Didn't get it. The season before when Haaland scored ridiculous amount of goal at the point where the Premier League have never seen a goal scorer at that level. Him should I get it? The season
That's
when
true.
the season when Rodri win it, everybody had talked about Vinny. We scored 15 goals. 15?
And they have the audacity
Fifteen.
and they have the audacity to boycott the Ballon d'Or.
They
That's
can boy
crazy.
them can boycott it all they want. A 15 goals.
Didn't they do it this one as well?
Again, them can boycott it as much as them want. It's 15 goals. I'm not care what nobody wants to say. A 15 goals. Where you go with 15 goals?
I think in that season, I think Roger as a midfielder, defensive midfielder. I think he had 9 goals. And I don't remember the amount of assists he had. And he's a
How much?
defensive midfielder.
Yes. And I get all of that. But the thing is this, and this is just a go with half of the history of who the winners of the Ballon d'Or. Put your goals up on the table. It's a glorified attacking trophy. It's a trophy for attackers. You barely Cannavaro win it one year, and Cannavaro for win the World Cup. The one where Haaland for win, them give it to Messi because Argentina win the World Cup. When for me the best player of the World Cup was Mbappe,
He was definitely the best player there. And the second best player for me was Alvarez.
right? It
And he
is
was the best player for Argentina.
McAllister was better for Argentina than Messi in that tournament. But
Uh,
again, as I said, it's all about popularity. You give it to. This is why I'm kind of happy when Messi and Ronaldo move away because actual players who deserve the Ballon d'Or now will get it, but it didn't come back around again. I don't have a problem with the Dembele for win the Ballon d'Or. My problem is 90% of the game them a PSG play in the knockout round, Dembele not play 90 minutes. And come on. A lot of the games them where PSG play last season, Dembele play, but it's not like Dembele was out and out like top player for all of them. And then you stack it up and look at the what they normally stack up the Ballon d'Or for, which is individual performances. How
I
good was
think
that
what
individual performance throughout that season?
if Liverpool they ever go further, Salah would have won it. But I think because Liverpool drop out so
Yeah.
at the point where they
Big
drop
up
out,
yourself, Danaka.
I think that's where
It doesn't matter
Salah
though.
lose out on it.
But it doesn't matter though. Salah got 40 something goal and assist this season. Combined. GA. 40 something.
But how much
And it,
even Michael Olise in a 50 something goal in the last season, goal and
no,
assist
no, no, no.
for Bayern.
Yeah, okay. See, you have to look at the level of the league. So this is it. You have England, Spain as the top two, and I think Germany are the third. I think Germany are the third. Then I think Italy and France. So even if Olise have that amount, he might forgot to do the extra in a Champions League for make up because of the coefficient in league.
Well, that's true, and that's one of the things that is irked in Germany because even Musala come out about a year or two ago, say he want to leave Bayern because he wants
See,
to have an option for win the Ballon d'Or.
even Rafinha had bigger moments this season, and again playing in one of the top two leagues. And this is why players move to the top leagues is because of them chance of winning said competition. You can't tell me say when they have a better season than what Mbappe had when Mbappe was at PSG.
You know, for
Yes,
me, for
yes, then
me,
when the Champions League, but at the same time, and again, don't get me wrong, PSG play against some top teams to make it for winning the Champions League. But again,
for
it's
me,
not.
how I think it should have, how what the criteria should be for me. I think it should be the best player in every position. So that means from position 1 to 11 should include every player from striker to a goalkeeper. Then
Yeah,
when you
but that's
have,
the team of the season. That's the
so
team of the
I
year.
know, when you have the team of the season, then you choose the best one out of that team of the season, and that person should win the Ballon
which
d'Or.
is which is always going to be an attacker. Yeah, which is always going to be an attacker. It's always going to be an attacker. An attacker has always been um one of the most favorite players ever in the history of sports.
But at
That's
least
always been
the ranking should make sense then. At least it
the,
should make
the
sense.
the ranking can make sense, and I'm going to tell you why the ranking cannot make sense. It's This is it. This is not the first time in the history of Ballon d'Or somebody win Ballon d'Or that didn't deserve it. It keep happening over and over and over and over again. The thing is this, and I know people can point, but ask the question: when Michael Owen win Ballon d'Or for Liverpool, what did Michael Owen win? Never win none of the top leagues. But at 21, Michael Owen win a Ballon d'Or for Liverpool. We're at Liverpool. He never win the league. He never win the Champions League. So people can't
As a
come out and
PR,
it's genuine PR. The thing with Michael Owen at the time, Michael Owen was looked at was the best young player in the world, hands down, hands down. Nobody couldn't touch Michael Owen at that point in time.
say is the Yamal of those days.
We better than Yamal. Okay, by the time Michael,
In regards to
no, no,
PR
listen,
and this young
no, no,
player.
no, no. By the time Michael Owen hit 21 and stuff, Michael Owen already collect 2 golden boots. Like Michael Owen was. If Michael Owen never again, two things mash up Michael Owen. Liverpool. I'm not gonna put it out there saying Liverpool, right? Liverpool is rush Michael Owen back because we're so dependent on him that we rush him back too quickly. Understandable. The next thing is this, and this is it. The other thing is
Oh, you see, as you mentioned that, that brings me back to a question that you asked earlier in the stream in regards to Arsenal and what would I think would happen is that after injury and rush back into the team too quickly, that's a problem the Arsenal have as well.
yeah, that's
That
that's
will
a
determine if they win it or not as well.
yeah, that's the other thing is that he was rushed back. The problem with the other problem is the move. So Michael Owen moved from Liverpool right when they get Rafa, and Rafa would have deal with Michael Owen injury a lot better. And I just believe so that that's another reasons as well. And then after the stuff did the workout and him come back, Rafa never want him back at Liverpool. That's just the problem. Um, no, Nedved was a great. You can't. Nedved was strictly amazing, but Thierry Henry deserved that Ballon d'Or because of the year when Thierry Henry create the record. That Salah just go past. Which again, that's at the 2020 year when create 20 goal, when scored 20 goal and 20 assists in winning the league. And this is where it is kind of now a point where you have to look at it and be like, is it that the rest of Europe look at the English league a certain way and just hold the English league off? Where if you're not a player, where coming from Spain, playing in England, or an English player, where the English hype is so much around that player that they can't deny giving the Ballon d'Or to that player. If Harry Kane had the season where Mo Salah had, everybody in England would be championing for Harry Kane to win the Ballon d'Or.
Because he's an English.
Exactly. Mo Salah have the season where Mo Salah have, and everybody have find reasons why Salah enough even in the Premier League, why Salah enough to win the Ballon d'Or. Because him no look good pan the eye. Him is just a goal scorer. And most of the people who you hear talk about, he's just a goal scorer. More of them, a Manchester United fan will get up and watch Dwight York and Andy Cole on a chair. I'm going to go sit on one side. Right? Sit like, come on now. A lot of them watch Ruud van Nistelrooy. These Solskjaer, these are out and out goal scorer. Teddy Sheringham. These are players when a dribble, don't do nothing, put the ball at the back of the net. What we do?
And and right now they are the biggest hypocrites, because they're complaining about Haaland and he doesn't drop deep and all of them things. I don't want him to drop deep. I want him to stay where he is.
Me personally, Haaland is going to be one of the greats. And it's just because Haaland is a throwback of what a striker is supposed to be. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Firmino. Firmino wouldn't, Mane and Salah, people say wouldn't survive under Firmino, but I think they would. But yeah, it's just one of those. I just feel like the obsession of everybody wants to say the silky, and this is the reason why players like what do you call it, Vinny get so much hype, but with no end product. There is no end product.
I'm gonna leave here now.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up right now, anyways, because it's a time for wrap up, because it's been an hour. Anyways, big up to everybody who joined the stream. Big up yourself again, Danaka, because I know every time you see we're live, you always jump in and join the convo. But we do an early one this week because it's a Thanksgiving weekend in Canada, and international football a place, so we don't really have much else to talk about. Again, thanks again, Avian, to jump on last minute, and big up everybody. Catch you on the other one. Peace.
I say Liverpool, we there. Every game we there. From Anfield to everywhere. Premier League, we say. Our Reds is the